I don't know what to say again. I really don't know. Because, yep, you guessed it right. In today's video, I have more Arabian perfumes to review for you guys. Hey guys, welcome back to SHERI-RFM, and as you guys realize, we have more perfumes to talk about. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're already a part of the SHERI-RFM family, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. While my primary passion on this channel is skincare, you know we talk about all things beauty and lifestyle, and would you believe that just now it's going to be 1 year that I started going down the Middle Eastern perfume rabbit hole? And the collection has gotten out of control. I have more perfumes than I can review for you guys. Literally, I'm trying to do one of these videos per month. So bear with me as we go through them. But today I have 3 from Swiss Arabian and 3 from Lattafa that I want to tell you guys about. Actually, in my last favorites video, I just dropped in the Shaghaf Oud in there by Swiss Arabian because, well, you all could kind of guess, right? That has been like a real favorite, a real hit with me. So I gave you guys like the preview of that perfume, and you're actually going to see it in this video again because several months ago I actually purchased this set. A lot of people who are into Middle Eastern fragrances always talk about Swiss Arabian as a brand. I also reviewed Casablanca, which is by Swiss Arabian already, so I decided I wouldn't put it in this video. Because of hearing so many people talk so highly about Swiss Arabian, I was just looking to see, you know, how I could get to try it, and then I was looking at the individual perfumes, and then I saw this set. So I actually picked up this set, and that is where my love for Shaghaf Oud was actually discovered. But today I want to share with you my thoughts on all the perfumes here. There is one that I'm not such a fan of, but we'll talk about that. And then I have a couple from Lattafa, including one that is a dupe or clone of a very popular perfume, and then 2 others I just happened to discover, by the way. Let's start with Swiss Arabian Shaghaf Blue. And you can see that this is what the packaging looks like. This one is for men, and you guys can see that my husband has been making a lovely dent in this particular perfume. So I'm going to attempt to read the notes to you guys. I will put them on the screen. The ones that I cannot pronounce, I will just leave them out, okay? So the top notes are Chinese orange, lavender, and lemon. The middle notes are C notes, cardamom, cinnamon, cypriol oil, sage, and tagites. I don't know. The base notes are praline, balsam, patchouli, ebony tree, rosewood, and black amber. This perfume is completely the whole aromatic, aquatic type of fragrance for men, but it is done so beautifully. The first day we got this, like, this was one of those perfumes that did not require maceration. And let me pause there to say that I do find that with a lot of the Middle Eastern perfumes that you should leave them to macerate. When I get them, I open them, I give it a couple sprays, and I just leave them to sit. And I've realized that there are some that I love immediately, but especially the ones that I think maybe I don't like this, I don't like, you know, what I got at the beginning. When I go back to it 3-4 weeks later, I'm like, where did you come from? So yeah, I highly recommend that with a lot of these, but this is one that didn't require that. From the get-go, we were both in love with this perfume. Let me tell you why. This perfume literally immediately transported me back to the whole courtship days of my husband and I. Like, this, I feel, is what he used to smell like, but taken up a notch, because as soon as I smelled it, you all have no idea, like, I just started to be flooded with all these absolutely beautiful memories, and I'm like, babe, just put this on right now kind of thing. This for me is a really great daytime fragrance for any man. It is a great scent for the office, or maybe even if you're working outside, you love that fresh, clean scent, but you want to have that masculinity, because this scent is really balanced in terms of the aquatics, and the aromatics are balanced with that rosewood and amber. So while you might think, oh, this is probably just on the completely fresh side, there is like a lovely balance that doesn't overtake that. So it's still in the aquatic line, but it's like, oh, real hot man growing aquatic, if you know what I mean. Listen, yeah, he smells really, really yummy when he wears this. I absolutely love this on him. And while the sillage of this will reduce during the day, this gives him full day performance. He will leave in the morning. Obviously, it's going to be most potent then. But when he gets home in the evening, if I hug him, I can absolutely smell this perfume. And that's one of the things I will say about all the Shaghaf Oud perfumes. The performance has been amazing. And just in case you're probably wondering like what you could kind of compare it to, I've heard a lot of people say that if you are into like Paco Rabanne excess for men, that you would absolutely love this perfume. I think this one is a good blind buy. Like if you have to buy a perfume for a man, your brother, your uncle, your father, your husband, that special person, even if it's somebody at the office like a manager, etc., this is a great blind buy. I feel like this is going to cover so many people in terms of the scent profile. It just works. Now, do I need to talk about the next one? So this is Shaghaf Oud by Swiss Arabian, gorgeous gold bottle, and you'd realize that all of them has the shape and they have like these cutouts at some point in the packaging. Really beautiful. So for the formality of this video, let me tell you the notes. So this one, the top note is saffron and oud, the middle note is rose, praline and oud, and the base notes are oud and vanilla. So you can see oud is all the way through this. I guess that's why they call it Shaghaf Oud. And this perfume, like I told you guys in my favorites, I did not think I would like, because for me, oud just sounds like it's going to be heavy and overbearing, and that just doesn't sound like the kind of thing that I want. But this is oud sweetness. Oh my gosh. I get the sweetness of the rose, I get the sweetness of the praline, I get the sweetness of the vanilla, and that just brings the perfect balance to this. Will I be able to tolerate other oud perfumes that doesn't have this level of sweetness? I am not sure. That is left to be seen, and I guess as I continue along this road, I am going to come across a lot of oud fragrances. But for now, at least I know that this particular balance works for me. I have been obsessed with this perfume, but this is a perfume that, how to describe it? First of all, I think you would want to think about if that's going to be up your alley. Is this a blind buy? I'm not sure. It worked out perfectly for me. It's not sweet in the sense of like being nauseatingly sweet. You all know I don't like that. But the sweetness of the rose, the praline, and the vanilla, I think is what balances the like heavier component of the oud. But you still get that oud. Like a lot of people say that this is what a traditional Middle Eastern person will smell like. And I can completely get that, because there is a particular vibe. I feel like, you know, when I wear this particular perfume. This perfume functions in beast mode. Projection, sillage, wear time. I put this on in the morning. I will get my full 8-10 hour wear with this. It's going to remain on your clothes. If you hang up your clothes the next day, you're going to smell it. That type of performance is what you're going to get with this perfume. It's just so captivating, you know, warm, sweet, spicy. A lot of people say that this is a clone for Lancome's Oud Bouquet. I haven't smelled that, but I have seen people like agree and disagree in terms of whether it really is. I'm guessing it's probably because there are a lot of similarities in the DNA of the perfume. But one thing I can tell you, that if you are into subtle scents, if you are into just personal space types of scents, this is not for you. This perfume, you walk in the room, everybody going to know you enter, especially if this becomes a signature scent type of thing. Like, I feel this could be a signature scent, but I don't know if I'm bold enough for that yet. I do tend to wear this like to give me a particular, I don't know, like, I just find like when I wear this, I feel like extra confident and extra powerful. Yeah. Let's move on. I also forgot to mention with regards to Shaghaf Oud is that one I find to be truly unisex. Both my husband and I can wear it. When I wear it, the feminine vibe comes out. When he wears it, the masculine vibe comes out. I don't know if it's just our body chemistry. They have said that it is a unisex perfume, but it's one again that we both can wear and we both enjoy it on each other. So the third one is Shaghaf Oud Aswad, and that one is the black bottle. Again, it has the cutouts at the back, and this one has a gold cap. Something I should have mentioned is that all of these are 75 ml, whereas you would find like a lot of the other perfumes that we are generally talking about are 100 ml, so keep that in mind. So let's talk about the notes, right? So the top notes are rose, saffron, woody notes, and thyme. The middle notes, rose, oud, patchouli, cumin, coriander, and jasmine. And the base notes, oud, leather, amber, sandalwood, vanilla, and musk. And honestly, that sounds good. Although when I'm reading this, there are immediately some things that make me question, you know, immediately. But the truth is, I actually didn't read the notes before I smelled this. I smelled this first, and then later on, I saw the notes. Now, this one is said to be a clone of Oud Satin Mood. Some people also say that it's also possibly a clone of Dolce & Gabbana's Velvet Tender Oud. I have no idea what any of those smells like, but I'm just letting you guys know. So, this one, how long I've had these perfumes now. I probably have had these like 3-4 months now, and I still can't get on board with this one. A lot of people love this perfume. A lot of people would say that between these two, the Shaghaf Oud is like the simpler version and the Aswad is more complex. You can definitely tell it's more complex based on the notes that I just read there. And so, like, if you spray this and you leave the room and you come back in hours later, like, the DNA of Shaghaf Oud is there, but obviously there's something extra, and the extra, I think, is what bothers me. I am not sure if it's the thyme, I'm not sure if it's the cumin, I'm not sure if it's the leather, I have no idea. But something about this is just not for me. I also didn't like it on my husband, and he as well didn't necessarily fancy this one, although he has been able to layer it with other things, and I guess the notes that we probably don't like in it, you know, kind of comes down. But this one is definitely like fiery. This is oud. This is like incensey. It is intense. Like, there's a sharpness that you get when you initially spray it, and although that mellows down, some measure of that remains for the longevity of this perfume. And again, this is beast mode. With these perfumes, you need to like it to wear it, because if you don't like it, you're gonna have a real problem, because it's going to stay with you all day. It is going to remain in the room where you are sitting or where you were. It is going to follow you around. People are gonna know you're coming. You can't hide when you wear these perfumes. They've also said that this one is unisex, and I have seen reviews and so on where both men and women have been wearing this, although I do find it definitely leans a little bit more masculine. The sweetness is definitely more mellowed in this one compared to the Shaghaf Oud, but I think it is going to be a niche scent. This is one, again, that maybe if you are oud lover, it's going to be a great blind buy for you. But if you're not a oud person, or you're not sure if you're going to like oud, I'm not sure if this is going to be the right perfume for you to jump in. I feel like this one is a more niche scent. I don't see it appealing to everyone, although there are people that are obsessed with this. And I think that there are some scents like that. There are some scents like either you're going to like be over the moon in love with it, and on the other hand, that same fragrance, there are going to be people who absolutely hate it. This is one of those perfumes, like, I wouldn't spray this on me. This bottle is probably going to remain full. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I left it and I was like, okay, I'm going to come back. Maybe it's going to work for me, because I could tell that it has that Shaghaf Oud DNA, like in the core there. And I'm like, if that could just come out a little bit, maybe I might like it more. But every single time I go back and spray this, I'm like, no, I can't do this. I just can't do this. No, it was because of the Shaghaf Oud that I decided to include these other perfumes that I'm going to talk about. I don't think I've ever heard anybody like talk about this. I'm sure there are people that have reviewed it, but it's definitely like not on the more popular viral Lattafa perfumes. And Lattafa has way too much perfumes, and they keep coming out with more like a little lovers. Anyway, so that's these two. I mean, look at the packaging. So there's musk mood and there's oud mood. And when I saw the packaging of these, I was like, oh my goodness. Again, thing about these perfumes, fantastic presentation. Who wouldn't want to get something like this as a present? And then let me show you what the bottles look like inside. Oh my goodness. So yes, musk mood. So gorgeous bottle with this kind of ribbon detailing all around. And then you have oud mood, and this one has the black ribbon and similar detailing. So the bottles are similar, it's just that the colors are different. So let me start with oud mood. Again, I read no notes on this one. I just found the price of this to be super affordable. Like, I think these were probably under 20 US, which was really, really good. And then of course, these are 100 ml. And when I got this, I opened it and I sprayed it. I'm like, are you like Shaghaf Oud's baby sister or something? And then I went to check the notes and realized that people were also saying that this was a clone of Lancome's Oud Bouquet. And I'm like, I could completely see that, because when I smelled this, I immediately thought that this was just a little milder version of Shaghaf Oud. So if you think Shaghaf Oud is going to be way too potent for you, let me tell you, this will be the perfume to get. So the top notes of this one are rose, saffron, and pimento. The middle notes are oud, caramel, floral notes, and patchouli. And the base notes, woody notes, resins, amber, incense, and musk. So, I mean, compared to the Shaghaf Oud, this one sounds a little bit more complex, but the ending result is that the DNA is there. You definitely get a spicy sweet opening with this, and then you get that vanilla and the oud smokiness, and then there's the sandalwood that again, like I said with the Shaghaf Oud, which I feel is a really lovely, well-rounded perfume. The same thing I will say with this. The difference is that I find this to be slightly milder, like the Shaghaf Oud packs a punch, and this one also does not wear as long as the Shaghaf Oud, and that is the main difference between them. So with this one, I will get a good 5 hours, no issues at all, and I could still smell it on me. It's just that, like the sillage, projection, etc., of course by then would probably have gone, but I could definitely still smell it on me. I really enjoy it. I feel like this is probably the non-offensive version if you're looking for something similar. And when I say non-offensive, meaning that I would probably take a chance and wear this to the office. And the other one, I might think twice, like if I'm probably the person doing a presentation that day, yeah, with Shaghaf Oud. If I want to blend in, but still be a little bit different and not like overpower too much other people, then I'd probably go with this one. But this, I feel, as one of the more affordable perfumes I've seen from Lattafa, this was really well done. The other perfume that looks similar, which is the Musk Mood, the one with the white, this one is a completely different type of fragrance, and again another one that I absolutely fell in love with. So the top notes on this are citruses and fruits, the middle notes white musk, floral notes and vanilla, the base notes white musk and sandalwood. This literally smells like clean laundry, like freshly showered, like refreshing. You know, that lovely like floral musk scent that we are accustomed to in a lot of like traditional perfumes. I feel like this is the Middle Eastern version of that. I'm thinking about my Clean Skin Reserve perfume. Like, I would put this in that category. This is a perfume that I could wear to bed. This is a perfume that I could just get up in the morning, spray on, go to the gym. This is a perfume I could put on to go down the road. This is completely non-offensive. This is completely a blind buy. This is for the person who wants to try Middle Eastern perfumes, don't know where to start. They're afraid that it might be too different from what they're accustomed to. Gorgeous option again to try. Beautiful daytime fragrance. Again, with this one, I get about 5 hours on me, 5 to 6 hours, I would say. Definitely will remain on the clothes. Yeah, this just smells nice, you know, just nice and feminine. And I love the balance between the florals and the musk, and neither of them are overpowering. But something that I started to do is layer these two, and I love the combination. They just marry well. Now, granted, between the two, the one that's more potent is the Oud Mood, but this just adds something. You're like, what am I smelling? It gets so complex, and you really just want to sit down and peel off the layers. It just smells so yummy. And finally, this one has nothing to do with anything else because it's not related in any way, form, or fashion. But I decided to include this one. This one is a perfume from Lattafa that was launched this year in 2024. And it's part of their Lattafa Pride collection, and this is Affection. Now, when I first started doing these reviews and so on, and people saw that this was coming out, so many people asked me to get this and review it because this is said to be a dupe of Kayali's Yum Pistachio Gelato, which I don't have. And I remember when that came out, I saw the notes and I'm like, ooh, no, I don't think I'm going to buy the trial size of that one because it talked about having things like, you know, cotton candy, etc. in the notes, and I'm like, that's going to be way too sweet for me, so nah. But when I saw this, and then I saw, you know, that people were comparing it to the Kayali perfume, I'm like, okay, for the price point, I could definitely buy it to try it for you guys. And I am shocked. So let me tell you, the top notes are pistachio, hazelnut, and black currant. The middle notes are lactonics, lily of the valley, jasmine, and raspberry. And the base notes again are lactonics, vanilla, and tonka bean. Let me show you the bottle because I'm holding up the packaging. So again, yeah, the packaging, I mean, look at the box, look at this. And when you open it, well, the perfume is in there, and there is a little bit of a booklet, so you could kind of see more of the perfumes in the Lattafa Pride collection. But this is what the bottle looks like. Like, look at that, gorgeous, right? Texture that's on the cover of the bottle, really beautiful. I loved the bottle. Now, the consensus of people who have the Kayali perfume and this is that it is an identical clone or identical dupe, but this is much more longer lasting. Listen, but the thing about it is, This is what I didn't expect. I didn't expect to love this. I did not expect to love this. When I first opened this perfume, I was literally wearing it every day because, oh my gosh, it's just so, I feel like, you remember when I reviewed Yara and I told you guys that I find that Yara is lovely and nice, but I think more of like a younger woman, that kind of thing with Yara. This gives me same vibes, but I don't just think about a younger woman. I feel like the younger ones could wear this, but I could also wear this. I feel like there is a little bit more sophistication in this. This is definitely a lactonic, like a milky fragrance. It has like a little bit of a powderiness, and the pistachio in here. Ooh, this is sweet, but sweet that I could manage. Like the jasmine. When I smell this, I'll spray some now. At the beginning, you get this like crisp sweetness, and then as it dries down, I'm feeling like on a tropical vacation. I'm like by the pool, I'm wearing my hat and my shades, and I'm just waiting for them to bring me like a delicious, oh my gosh, drink. Listen, the way this perfume develops on you is so delicious. So delicious. And honestly, again, I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked that I love it. And I feel it's because I'm getting the pistachio. I'm getting that nutty finish as well. But again, the balance. The jasmine in here, the lily of the valley, is really putting something beautiful in there. And then the base of it is the vanilla and those milky undertones. Yeah, yum. Yum. Beautiful. Now, my thoughts on this. If people say that this is longer lasting than the Cali, I don't really have much hopes for the Cali. Now, granted, I have not had the best success with Cali perfumes lasting on me. I know that there are people that they last really well on, but the ones that I do have, I feel like I probably get around 2 hours, which for me wasn't worth the price. Loved the scents. But I just couldn't justify, after I purchased one full size and I purchased a couple smaller ones, I just couldn't justify like going in again unless that actually improves. And worse yet, after that, I started getting into these Arabian perfumes and realizing that I'm getting like way more bang for my buck in terms of like how the perfumes perform on me. I have seen people say that this lasts over 8 hours on them. I don't get 8 hours. I get about 5 or 6, which is fine for me. And what I mean is that, again, I could still smell it on my clothes, but by about hour 6, it is more faint on my skin, which I have no problem with. Oh, but I really enjoy the scent. And it makes me feel happy. I just feel happy. I just feel so happy when I smell this. Yeah, this was a shocker. This was a shocker. Is it going to be a blind buy? Well, all of these are blind buys for me, and I'm very happy with this. If you are a lactonic girl when it comes to perfume, listen, don't even think. Affection is for you. If you're probably been wanting to try the Cali but just can't put out the dollars, again, this is for you. And if you've just been collecting perfumes and you want something a little bit different from Lattafa, take a look at this. Take a look at this. So this perfume is not going to project the way like the ones from Swiss Arabian. Like those are in beast mode, like I said, at least on me. But it is nice. It is not just like, you know, how I was disappointed recently with how the Forever Mood perfumes performed on me in terms of like, yeah, that is like way too like personal space. Like me and my computer can smell it and that's all. Nah. If I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I just want to feel, you know, like I'm bouncing on the step kind of thing. I'll put this perfume on. Yeah, these perfumes are starting to affect my brain right now. So I think I'm going to end this video here. Have you tried any of these? I'd love to hear about any comments down below, and let me know what else is out there that you think is a must have to try when it comes to Middle Eastern perfumes. You all better be watching these videos because I need some money to buy them. I'll see you guys soon, and thank you so much for going down the rabbit hole with me. Take care. Bye.